is at one of the affected facilities in Georgia. Priya, good morning.
Good morning, Savannah. That's right. The Teamsters are calling this a historic strike, saying that thousands of Amazon workers walked off the job and onto the picket lines yesterday, which, by the way, represents less than 1% of the 1.5 million people who work for the retail giant. But now Amazon is firing back, saying that these people are not their employees and that none of this is having an impact on their operations. And now the Teamsters Union said that throughout the day yesterday, more and more Amazon workers were walking off the job. But I can tell you that at least at this Amazon facility here in Alpharetta, Georgia, at its peak, we saw about 25 demonstrators. And they did admit to me that they don't work directly for Amazon, but rather for third-party contractors. Savannah?
All right.
Sridhar is live outside an Amazon warehouse near Atlanta to sort it out. So, Priya, what exactly are we seeing today at these different strike locations compared to what we saw yesterday?
Well, I would say that here in Alpharetta, we're about 30 miles north of Atlanta. Things are looking very similar to what they were yesterday. And I think the fundamental disagreement here is the size of these protests, whether or not we're going to call them protests or strikes. Teamsters are saying that it's building momentum, as you said, and that thousands of Amazon workers are walking off the job into these picket lines. But Amazon is saying that these people are actually not their workers, they're third-party contractors, and that none of this is having a huge impact on their operations. But I think what remains the same is what these people are telling me, which is that they want better pay and benefits, and that they have very long days. They're working under hard conditions. Let's take a listen to what some of them had to say.
Amazon, please have a seat. And not even please, you need to have a seat. You see people out here fighting us, out here doing what we need to do. We are the things that make Amazon's run.
While it's a great company on the long haul, for the right now, it's not. We feel unappreciated and undervalued.
So whether or not they're making any progress at this point is kind of unclear. But as you may hear behind me, a lot of the Amazon delivery trucks that are driving by are kind of honking in solidarity, guys.
Yeah, is there any indication how long this strike could last? Just kind of forecasting to the future for us.
Yeah, so these guys are telling me that they're willing to stand out here for as long as it takes. But I think the real reason that they're striking right now, as you mentioned, is because we're so close to Christmas and Hanukkah, just 5 days away. And so they are wanting to potentially see a little bit of that trickle-down impact to the consumer to try to get Amazon's attention. But as I mentioned, Amazon is saying that it's having very minimal impact on its operations. And some of the shipping experts that I spoke to tend to agree. They say that if anything, you might see a slight delay in your packages getting delivered, like 1 to 2 days, if you happen to live near some of the facilities where this striking has happened, which is here in Georgia, California, Illinois, and New York City for the most part, guys.
Yeah, all right. Priya Sridhar there on the front picket lines for us. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.